TCBY didn't start as the country's best. It started as a dare. This can't be yogurt. A joke that pulled people through the door until lawyers showed up and the joke had to die. So they kept the initials and renamed the meaning into authority. The country's best yogurt. Not proven, declared. And once a brand learns it can rewrite reality under pressure, sell a shortcut to the American dream. One franchise at a time. When your identity is forged under pressure, the truth becomes optional. So what exactly was TCBY building besides yogurt? Scroll 1. The Froyo Gold Rush. 1981, Little Rock, Arkansas. America is in a specific kind of hunger. People want pleasure, but they want it without guilt. Jane Fonda workouts, diet shakes, low-fat labels, a whole culture trying to eat joy responsibly. And into that moment walks a simple product. Cold, creamy, sweet, frozen yogurt. It tastes like dessert, but it's marketed like discipline. So customers don't just buy a cup, they buy permission. Permission to indulge, permission to pretend, permission to say, I'm being good in the beginning. It's just a local hit. Lines, buzz, a mall feeling alive. Then investors call, then franchise dreams start circling. Because America has a second addiction. Not dessert, ownership, a small footprint, low labor, frozen inventory, a bright brand, a business that looks like it can run itself. The company scales, and the story around it scales even faster. By the late 80s, TCBY isn't just a treat. It's a movement. At its peak, a new franchise is said to be opening every day. And the price of entry is not pocket change. One number that gets repeated is $250,000 to open a shop. That's a house. That's retirement. That's someone's "will be okay." But here's the part that matters. A gold rush always feels safe, right before it turns. Because the first wave makes money, and the second wave chases them, and the third wave buys the dream, not the math. When a business grows this fast, the danger isn't the product, it's the machine behind the product. Scroll 2, the franchise machine. Here's the secret. Franchising can be a brilliant model, but it has a shadow. Because franchising doesn't only sell food, it sells a blueprint. And a blueprint can be sold over and over, even when the landscape changes. So let's talk about how the machine makes money. In plain language. First, there's the cost to enter. Then, there are ongoing payments, often called royalties. Then, there are marketing contributions, advertising funds, regional campaigns. Then, there are equipment decisions, freezer systems, maintenance, leases. Then, there are supply expectations, approved vendors, standardized product, all of it designed to create consistency. And consistency is powerful. But it also creates pressure, because the payments don't pause when the trend cools. Rent still hits, royalties still hit, equipment still breaks. And in a dessert business, seasonality is real. Summer can feel like victory. Winter can feel like punishment. Now stack that across thousands of owners. That's why the incentives matter. Corporate wins when stores open. Owners win only when stores survive. That is not a moral judgment. That is physics. And physics doesn't care about smiles on cups. By 1994, one figure repeated in your research is over 3,000 TCBY locations across all 50 states and around 60 countries. The headlines love that number because it sounds like destiny. But inside the machine, big numbers create a new problem: saturation. Because every great location gets taken, and the next franchisee gets the leftovers. And when growth is the priority, the machine can keep selling, even when the map is full. Your script describes the dark side clearly. Oversaturated territories, inconsistent training, expansion prioritized over support, and even stores opening across the street from each other, cannibalizing sales before the doors even settle. It's not just yogurt being churned out, it's the dream. And the dream is the most addictive product of all. Then comes the moment where TCBY stops looking like a chain and starts looking like an empire. Scroll 3, the Skyline Flex, 1991, Little Rock. TCBY moves into the tallest building in Arkansas. It's a corporate flex, because you don't climb into the tallest building when you feel uncertain. You do it when you want the world to believe you're permanent. And that belief matters. It makes future franchisees feel safe. It makes the public assume this brand is not going anywhere. But here's the dread. Food trends are not permanent. And when you build your brand around inevitability, the first cracks feel like betrayal. By the mid-1990s, your script says cracks were becoming too large to ignore. Behind the press releases, there's stress. Because when you scale faster than you can train, mistakes multiply. Locations get approved too quickly. Demographics get guessed. Competition gets underestimated. And the owners at the bottom feel it first. They feel it in Tuesday afternoons, when the shop is empty. They feel it in payroll weeks, when the register is quiet. They feel it when a nearby competitor opens, or when another franchise pops up too close. And they feel it when the promised support doesn't arrive the way they imagined. This is where the story becomes personal, because franchising turns business risk into family risk. It turns spreadsheets into stress. It turns be your own boss into never stop working. And then you get the dangerous emotional cocktail: hope, pride, and sunk cost. Because once you've put your savings into a store, you don't want to admit it's failing. So you stay, you grind, you cut hours, you stop paying yourself, and you keep the lights on. Because closing feels like confessing. And when enough stores start leaking, the conflict doesn't happen in ads. It happens in fine print. Scroll 4, the quiet collapse. Most empires don't explode. They leak, one store at a time. The first failure doesn't trend. It's quiet. A lease renewal that comes back higher. A freezer repair you didn't budget. A month where coupons don't move people. Then another store closes. Then another. And people start asking, is the category cooling? Or is my store broken? This is where franchising gets psychologically brutal. Because an owner can't blame the market when the contract says the system works. So they look inward. They work harder. They stay later. They panic quietly. Complaints begin surfacing. Owners feel neglected. Promises of marketing support that never arrived. And when people feel cornered, some of them fight back. Your draft describes lawsuits and allegations that matter. Misleading financial projections, oversaturated territories, failure to provide promised support. And some say they were pressured into opening multiple stores, only to watch those stores cannibalize each other. The Froyo gold rush. That left families bankrupt. Not because everyone loses, but because enough people do. And here's the darkest part. From the outside, a franchise still looks like a winner. Bright ads, smiling cups, new openings. But inside, owners are doing math at midnight. They're asking, how many cups do I need to sell? To pay rent, to pay fees, to pay staff, to pay back the money I borrowed? And sometimes the answer is more than the location can ever deliver, which means the dream wasn't just risky, it was structurally mispriced. And when the illusion gets expensive, there is only one clean exit: a sale. Scroll 5, the exit. In 2000, TCBY is acquired by Mrs. Fields. That fact alone changes the feeling of the story. Because big acquisitions have two faces. One face is optimistic. New resources, new leadership, a stronger future. The other face is quiet. This is the moment someone decides, I want out. And your script asks the most important question: why would founders bail out as the brand is reaching its peak? That question doesn't accuse. It just points to timing. Because timing is everything in trend economics. If you believe the boom is cooling, you don't announce fear. You announce strategy, a sale, a partnership, a new era. Meanwhile, the owners on the ground are still living inside the old era, still paying rent, still paying fees, still trying to survive a category that might be moving on. And then, the final irony: even if you survive the first boom, a second boom can still erase you. Because 5 years later, frozen yogurt gets reinvented. Different aesthetic, different culture, different customers. And suddenly, the pioneer looks old. TCBY didn't just build a dessert brand, it built a franchise dream. And when a dream becomes the product, the crash doesn't come with sirens, just a sign on the front door that says, "Closed, click here for more lies."